everyone, and welcome to this practice. Let's start in Supta Konasana. If you'd like to make this posture even more soothing, you might like to use a bolster or a bed pillow and cushion. So the bed pillow will be for your back and a slightly higher cushion for your head. Or you could use 2 yoga blocks if you have them handy. So one on the broad side and one turned on its side for your head. So I'll just demonstrate. So the broad side will be between your shoulder blades, and the other block will be used to lift and support the back of the head. We'll bring the soles of the feet together and have your arms relaxed by your side with palms turned open. If you don't have these props handy, that's okay. You can practice by having the floor supporting you. Supta Konasana. I'd like to use the bolster because I've got it handy. It's a very nice way to support my back. And I'm going to use the blocks to support my knees. So sitting right up to the end of the bolster and lie back, fully supported, just checking in that your spine is long, your neck in line with your spine, the skin's not being pulled in any places, that you can lengthen your tailbone forward so your buttocks are not being pressed in an uncomfortable position. I find that in this cushion I need to fold it up to give my head a little bit more height, so make any adjustments you need to. We're going to start the practice in a relaxed position. Close down your eyes, going within, feeling supported by your props or by Mother Earth. You can just melt off the cushion or blocks, allowing the chest to open, giving yourself space to breathe deep, even, smooth breaths. Soften your face. Unclench the teeth, allow the tongue to drop down from the top of the mouth so that the tip of the tongue is just touching the back of the bottom teeth, the lips just touching or slightly apart, the eyelids just gently closed. Allow the skin of the forehead and temples to be smooth, free of any tension or tightness. Allow your knees to fall away from each other. The leg muscles completely relaxed. Feel the sensations of the soles of your feet. The soles of the feet just touching, noticing where they touch. Allow your hips to sink down towards the floor, checking that there's evenness on right and left side of your pelvis, if not, making some adjustments now. Allow the arms to be heavy and relaxed, palms turned open, the fingers curled up naturally, a gesture of being open and receptive. So beginning our practice by surrendering the ego's attachments and being open and receptive to what is. Surrendering to divine will. Your intuition knows all the answers to all your questions. And this yoga practice will help you to connect with those answers. So let's be aware of the breath. Be aware of the rise and fall of your chest with each inhalation and exhalation. Allowing the breath to be smooth and even. In-breath equally important as the out breath and vice versa. And let's take our attention to our lower belly. If you'd like to, you can place your hands there. And as you inhale, allow the belly to swell. And as you exhale, allow the belly to deflate. And perhaps pull in a little at the end if that's comfortable. Inhale, the belly swells. And exhale, the belly settles. And pull in a little if it's comfortable. Feel the expansion with the inhalation and the deflation with the exhalation. Now let's take our hands or our attention to our chest, placing your hands either side of your rib cage. And with your inhalation, allow the ribs to move out laterally. And as you exhale, allow them to move back to where they were. So we're shifting our attention to the chest. Inhale, the chest moves out laterally. And exhale, the chest moves back in. Smooth, even breaths. And as you breathe in, be aware of how the collarbones lift. And as you exhale, be aware of how everything settles back. I invite you now to practice the full yogic breath. So placing one hand on your belly, the other hand on your chest. And as you inhale, allow the belly to expand. Let the breath travel up to the chest and allow the collarbones to lift. And as you exhale, allow the chest to move back and the belly to deflate. So in a wave-like motion, we breathe in from the bottom of the torso, right up to the top, collarbones lift. And with your exhalation, we breathe from the top, in a wave-like motion flowing to the bottom. The belly deflates. Smooth, even breaths. Maharaja Pranayama, royal breaths. Soothes the mind. Calms the nervous system. Let's practice 3 more full yogic breaths without strain. After the third one, return your arms back by your side. Return your breathing to its natural pace. And be aware of the subtle effects of your pranayama practice. It is said that if you can control the breath, you can control the mind. So just gently open the eyes. Rolling on to one side to remove the props. Let's prepare for our asana practice. We're starting in Meru Akaranasana, taking your arm out at an angle, resting the top hand on your top leg, lift out from your shoulder so you're not sinking into it, and just be aware the subtle opening on one side of your body. This posture requires some balance, so perhaps find a drishti or focus point on the floor, an unmoving object to fix your gaze. Tune into the sensations of the opening on one side of your body. Tune into your beautiful breath. Soft face and soft gaze. And from here, let's come down, resting the head in the hand. Anchor your bottom leg, perhaps pushing through the heel and flexing back the toes, or bend the leg to give you more support. And with your inhalation, let's bend and straighten the top leg, gently pushing through the heel and flexing back the toes. And exhale, bend and lower. Inhale, bend and straighten. And exhale, bend and lower. Moving in your own breath rhythm, loosening the hips, warming up the legs. So when your leg is next raised, let's pause in the posture, perhaps holding onto your foot or the back of your leg. Hug the muscle into the bone by gently pushing through the heel and flexing back your toes. This posture stimulates kidney function. And with your exhalation, let's bend and lower the leg. So from here, let's come up onto our forearm, the elbow in line with our shoulder, stack the joints. We're going to practice forearm side plank. So if you'd like more support, you can place the top foot in front of the knee, and that will give you extra support to lift into the posture. But if it's okay for you, we're going to push through the heels, both heels, and flex back the toes. Engage your pelvic floor muscles and abdominals, and let's lift with the inhalation. If you need more support, the foot's in front, giving you some extra lift. If it's okay for you, let's raise the top arm into the air, perhaps turning to look up at the hand, lowering the chin towards the shoulder to lengthen the back of the neck. So we're lifting the lower hip as high as we can. Create lightness in your body. Engaging your abdominal muscles, strengthen your core. And with your exhalation, let's lower down with control. Gently coming up, let's turn on the spot in preparation for the other side. So beginning with Meru Akaranasana, taking the arm out at an angle, creating a gentle opening on one side of your body, aligning your legs with your body. Lift out from your shoulder, find a drishti to fix your gaze. Tune into your beautiful breath. Notice as you inhale, the rib cage expands on one side. And as you exhale, everything settles back. As we breathe in strength and inspiration. As we breathe out, we're releasing and letting go. Letting go of anything that's not serving our highest good today. So let's rest back. Resting the head in the hand. Anchor your bottom leg, perhaps pushing through the heel and flexing back the toes or bending it. Find your focus point. With your inhalation, bend and straighten the leg, holding on to the foot or the back of the leg. Exhale, bend and lower. Let the breath guide your movement. So it's okay to move at a different pace to me. Really tune in to the duration of your breath. Full, even breaths. So when your leg is next raised into the air, let's pause, keeping the breath flowing, perhaps holding on to the back of the leg if your hands don't reach the foot easily with the legs straight. You want to hug the muscle into the bone. And with your exhalation, let's bend and lower the leg with control. Let's come up onto our forearm, aligning your elbow with your shoulder. If you'd like more support for Forearm Side Plank, place the top foot in front of the knee, pushing through the heels and flexing back your toes. Activate your pelvic floor muscles and abdominals, and with your inhalation, let's lift the body. Reaching top hand into the air if that's appropriate for you today. Inhale, lengthen your spine right up to crown. Exhale, turning to look up. If that's okay for your neck today, lowering the chin towards the shoulder. If you're in supported side plank, you have the foot in front of the knee to give you some extra lift. Maintain steadiness and ease. Find where you're at today. With your exhalation, let's lower down, rolling on to the front. Let's press back to child's pose. So the knees separated, big toes together. Sink the weight back to your heels, rest the forehead to the mat. Take your attention to your spine. Allow spaciousness along your spine. Feel the tailbone draw down towards the earth. Be aware of your back muscles, the sensations of your muscles as you breathe in and breathe out. Your third eye connecting to the earth. The third eye or Ajna chakra has the qualities of our intuition and wisdom, intelligence. Stimulates the pituitary gland by taking our loving attention there. And with your inhalation, let's come up into cow pose. So your knees are under your hips and your wrists under your shoulders. Spread your fingers, press your finger pads into the mat. With cow pose, we allow the shoulder blades to move down the back, lifting the chin, concave the back, spread your sitting bones, the belly opens. So inhale for this posture. With your exhalation, let's curl the toes under and press back into downward facing dog. So you might feel that your leg muscles are still a bit tight. That's okay, the heels may not touch the mat at this point. Inhale, lowering the knees, inhale, cow pose. And I invite you to practice lion's breath with your exhalation. So we breathe out through our mouth, sticking out our tongue. It really releases the jaw. It's really opening out the mouth when you do this. So I'll demonstrate. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale. So let's do that 3 times. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, downward facing dog, lion's breath. Inhale, open. Releasing. So let's walk up to the hands. The outside edge of the feet parallel. Perhaps holding on to your big toes with the first 2 fingers and thumbs. Inhale, look forward. Nice long spine. If you need to, take your hands to your shins. And with your exhalation, let's fold back in, perhaps bending the knees to keep the spine long, resting the belly towards the thighs. Relax your neck. The elbows come out to the side. Keep your eyes open in this posture. Relax your shoulders and neck. And let's release our fingers from our toes. And slowly roll up to standing. Taking your time, letting your body adjust. When you get there, lift out from your hips, take the hands to the lower back and press the hips forward gently. With your inhalation, let's come back up to center. Inhale, reaching your arms up, take hold of your left wrist, and exhale, take it over to the right. And with your next inhalation, let's come up through the center, nice tall spine. Grab hold of your opposite wrist and exhale, side bend to the other side. Notice the opening. Notice the lifting out from your hips, lengthening the side waist. The feet grounded, and feel the 4 points of each foot connecting to the earth. With your inhalation, let's come up through the center. Exhale, let's swan dive, hinge from your hips. Bowing the head, Uttanasana. Inhale, look forward, Ardha Uttanasana, the hands under the shoulders or to your shins, long spine. And with your exhalation, let's take the right leg back to the lunge. With your next inhalation, both legs back. Plank pose, high push-up position, perhaps lowering to the knees for more support. Inhale at the top, exhale, lower with control. So you have a few variations here, beginning with either Sphinx, taking it easy, a gentle upper back curl, the shoulders draw back, or taking the hands back, the elbows hugged in and bent, lifting a little higher for Cobra. Just checking that you're not compressing the lower back. So before we do any of these variations, take a moment to lengthen the lower back. Or if you'd like to practice a little stronger today, we move the body forward, exhale, and inhale, upward facing dog. So the hips and the legs are off the mat, pressing the chest through the arms, the shoulders draw back. Roll onto the toes, downward facing dog, exhale. So choosing the variation that's comfortable for you today. We can stay in our comfort zone when we practice yoga, no need to strain or force. You're still gaining the benefits in going and being kind to your body. So we practice with the principle of ahimsa in mind. Ahimsa means non-violence. Non-violence in thought or action. So let's bend the knees, look between the hands, either step or jump to the top. Inhale, look forward, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold back in and let go. Inhale, ground into your feet. Let's rise, leading up with your heart. Activate your abdominal muscles, lift out from your hips, press the hips forward, exhale, hands at your heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up with your breath. Exhale, let's swan dive. Bending the knees if needed. Inhale, look forward, Ardha Uttanasana, long spine. Exhale, left leg back to the lunge. Inhale, plank pose, and exhale, choose the variation you're comfortable with, Sphinx, Cobra, or upward facing dog. Inhale, curling the upper back, roll onto the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Just letting the head hang between the arms. If you're at the stage where your downward facing dog has your head forward of your arms, then bring the outer shoulders back like you're hugging a big beach ball between your arms. So maintain integrity across your shoulders if you're still in this practice. And as you release, you'll notice that your chest moves back and the head hangs between the arms or back from the arms a little. You can also bend the knees, and that will allow the chest to move back. Let's all bend the knees now. Look between the hands, either step or jump to the top. Inhale, look forward, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, releasing in, surrender. Inhale, activate your core. Let's rise with integrity. Reaching up, lift out from your hips. Perhaps press the hips forward. And exhale, lower your hands at your heart. Bringing the thumbs up against your heart for a moment. Be aware of your heart beating a little bit faster. We've got the energy flowing in Surya Namaskar A. And when you're ready, open the eyes and take a big step back. So the feet are wider than hip width, the outside edge of the feet parallel to each other. Find Tadasana or mountain posture in your upper body. So the tailbone's down and under, the belly's gently drawn back and up towards spine. Open your heart space, the chin draws back. Being pulled up from your crown, you can imagine this, lengthening your spine. Let's turn the right foot out and bring the arms up at shoulder height for Virabradhasana 2, Warrior 2. The heel is in line with the back arch, so the feet are at right angles to each other. With your exhalation, let's bend the right knee, sending it out towards the little toe to keep the knee in line with your ankle. Gaze out over your right fingertips. Manifest the qualities of the warrior: strength, courage, resilience. We find the courage to face our difficulties in life in this posture. Allow the back leg to be heavy, rather not heavy, sorry, strong. And the outside edge of the foot, the left foot, connected to the floor. So let's roll onto the toes of the left foot, bringing the arm up. So the arms parallel, hug into the midline, the tailbone down and under. And let's draw the right arm round so we're in a twist, just going as far as you're comfortable, staying strong through the back leg. Hug into the midline. Find a new perspective as we turn our gaze to another section of the room. And let's come back with your inhalation. Bring both arms up by the ears. Draw the ribs back. Keep pressing back through the heel, lifting the knee of the back leg. Tailbone down and under. Soft gaze and face. And from here, let's come to Warrior 3. So we're going to shift the weight to the right leg and lift the leg behind. I'll just move back. So the body eventually becomes parallel to the floor. Wherever you're at, with the back leg lifted, you're in the balanced pose, improving concentration and focus. With your inhalation, let's rest back that back foot and come back to our high lunge. And with your exhalation, let's straighten the legs at the same time as bringing the hands to the heart. So let's prepare for Parsvottanasana, intense leg stretch. Both feet grounded. So your back foot is at about a 60-degree angle. The hips square to one end of your mat. Let's take the hands behind. Either hold on to your wrist or opposite elbows, or bring the hands together into reverse prayer. So bring the palms close. Ground into your feet, and with your inhalation, lift out from your hips and open your heart to the sky. And with your exhalation, keeping the spine long, let's fold over the front leg. So that will be your right leg. Maintain integrity and length in your spine. So you may stop with your torso parallel to the floor, or you may be able to go a little bit further without compromising your spine. So we're bowing to our authentic self, our true self, beneath the layers of labels of friend, mother, brother, employee, employer, grandmother, auntie, teacher, whatever labels that have been attached to you, simply letting them go and peeling those layers away to discover our authentic true self, connected to everything. And let's release the hands behind in preparation for twisting triangle. Taking left hand under the shoulder, or you may take it to the outside of your leg. If you've got your block handy or a book, you can use that to create some height. Right hand to hip. With your inhalation, let's lengthen the spine, checking in that our hips are level. And with your exhalation, let's turn the navel and the heart to the right. If it's okay for you, we can lift the right arm into the air, catching a glimpse of the top hand, lowering the chin towards the shoulder. And with your exhalation, let's come back, moving the block out of the way. Let's walk round to the front, so the outside edge of the feet are parallel once again. Feet wider than hip width. Inhale, look forward, nice long spine. Exhale, let's walk the hands back. Parvritta Trikonasana. Palms making contact with the earth, or if you need to, you can use blocks. So with your blocks, the floor comes up to you. Make some adjustments so that you can keep your spine long. Release the neck, perhaps gently shaking and nodding the head to check in that your neck is completely relaxed. And with your inhalation, let's walk the hands back out, long spine. And with your exhalation, take your hands to your hips. Inhale, let's come back up with control, engaging your abdominals. So let's take Warrior Two to the other side. Turning your left foot out this time, adjusting your feet so that you're comfortable in the posture. Taking the arms out at shoulder height. Tadasana in your upper body. With your exhalation, let's bend the left knee, taking it out towards the little toe. Not allowing the knee to go past your toes. If so, you can take this a wider stance if you're finding that's happening in your posture. Keeping the back leg straight and strong. The outside edge of the right foot connected to the floor. Gaze out over your left fingertips. Finding your resilience, courage and strength. Let's roll on to the toes of the back foot, coming into a high lunge. The palms facing each other, hugging into the midline. Lifting the back knee. And from here, let's let the left arm draw us round for the twist. Taking your time, finding your balance. Let's come back to a high lunge with both arms in front. With your next inhalation, let's draw the arms up by the ears. The tailbone down and under, the ribs draw back. The body working as one. The breath deepening, perhaps becoming more audible now. Practice Ujjayi or powerful breath. In-breath equal to the out-breath. Let's prepare for Warrior 3, shifting the weight to your left leg, lifting the right foot behind. If you need to, you can take your arms out at the side to help you balance. Rolling the right hip down. With your inhalation, let's come back to a high lunge with control. And with your exhalation, straighten the legs as you lower your hands to your heart. Let's prepare for Parsvottanasana, intense leg stretch. So making any adjustments you need to, perhaps bringing your legs closer together. The back foot at a 60-degree angle, around about, so you can find your position. The hips level to the end of the mat. Let's take the hands behind, hold on to wrists, elbows, opposite elbows, or bring the hands together into reverse prayer. Build the foundations from the ground up, so just checking that your feet are firm and strong and stable. And with your inhalation, lift out from your hips. Open your heart to the sky. And with your exhalation, keep the spine long. Allow the chin to come in at the end. Fold over the leg. So you'll be folding over the left leg. Connecting with the authentic self. This part of ourselves is non-judgmental, is eternally peaceful, loving and joyous, and always available to us. It is compassionate and forgiving. So let's release the hands from behind and prepare for Parvritta Trikonasana. So we're taking the right hand under the shoulder and the left hand to our hip. If you'd like to raise the floor, up to you. I prefer to use a block for this posture to keep my spine long. We can take that block to the floor, or you can hold on to the side of your leg if you need to, if you haven't got a block. Take a moment to level your hips, so bringing the back hip in, the back leg's hip in, and the front leg's hip back to level them off. Inhale, lengthen your spine, and exhale, let's turn to the left, turning the navel and the heart to the sky. If okay for you, let's lift the top hand, catching a glimpse. Lower the chin towards the shoulder, lengthening the back of the neck. With your exhalation, let's untwist. Removing the block, and let's walk to the front. The outside edge of the feet parallel once again. Make any little adjustments you need to. Inhale, walking the hands out. Long spine, taking the hips back. Exhale, hands to your hips. And inhale, drawing the belly in. Let's come back up with control. So let's fold forward once again with our legs wide, but this time taking the hands behind and interlacing your fingers. Drawing the shoulder blades close. Shoulders draw back. Inhale. Lift out from your hips, press the hips forward, look up. And with your exhalation, drawing the belly in, let's fold forward. Just letting the head hang. Once again, keeping the eyes open. Find steadiness and ease. The balance between effort and effortlessness. Okay to soften in our practice, always conserving some energy to come out of the posture with control. inhalation, draw the belly in. Let's come back up. Releasing the hands from behind. And let's take a big step up to the top of the mat, or walk up. Stand in Tadasana, grounded through your feet, tailbone down and under, belly drawn back and up towards spine, lift out from your crown. So inhale, lift your arms, perhaps gaze up. And exhale, bend the knees, wrap the arms, twist. Just allowing this to be smooth and free. Soften. Keep your spine long. And let's do one more round to each side. Inhale, lengthen as you come up through the center. Exhale, releasing and softening. Inhale, draw up. Exhale, let's swan dive. Inhale, look forward, Ardha Uttanasana, perhaps hands to the shins or to the floor. And exhale, let's step back to plank pose. Inhale at the top. Exhale, let's lower with control, keeping the elbows hugged in, all the way to the floor. Let's practice sleeping tiger. So taking one hand connected to the other. Bending the knee so elbow and knee make contact or come close, and rest your head on the forearm. So you notice that your body takes on a crescent moon shape. There's gentle opening to one side. It's a great restorative posture. I invite you to close down your eyes, taking your awareness inwards. Allow this posture to be comfortable. If not, you may need to adjust. Perhaps you need to have your leg further away from your elbow. Make this posture perfect for you. With your inhalation, let's come out and take the posture to the other side. So one arm over the head, knee connecting to same elbow, resting the head on the forearm, hands touching or slightly apart. I invite you to close down your eyes. Be aware of the gentle expansion on one side of your body. There's space for your belly to practice low abdominal breaths. And with your inhalation, let's come out and take Sphinx pose. So your elbows are at right angles, stacked below your shoulders, palms turned down, fingers spread. Let's take a moment to lengthen your lower back, stretch out your legs, draw the tailbone towards your heels, tops of the toes to the mat. Inhale, gently lift the chin, the shoulders draw back. Press into the floor like you want to bring the hands towards your chest. Chest is being pulled forward between your arms. So this is a gentle back bend. I invite you to practice this pose if the next one is not appropriate. Take a moment to rest, so walking the hands back, resting the forehead to the mat. If you'd like to practice this pose, which is Dhanurasana, we bend the legs, hold on to your ankles, and with your inhalation, lifting the legs, feel as if you want to straighten your legs, the shoulder blades come close. As you hold the posture, you may find that your body naturally rocks in time with your breath, massaging your internal organs, stimulating the Manipura chakra, located above the navel, front and back body. With your exhalation, let's release. Turn the head to one side and completely relax. So the Manipura chakra, the solar plexus chakra, it governs our willpower, our creativity and confidence. When balanced, we detach from the ego's desires, so I invite you to practice another round, either Sphinx or Dhanurasana, bending the legs, holding onto the ankles. And when you're ready, inhale, take the posture that's appropriate for you today. This is a great posture for counterposing desk jobs, where your shoulders are slumped forward, the chest collapsed. It helps to correct this. With your next exhalation, let's lower down, turning the head to the other side, completely relaxing and letting go. Enjoy the release. Enjoy the relaxation between the postures. From here, let's take the hands under our shoulders, press back to child's pose for a moment to lengthen the spine, connecting third eye to the floor. When you're ready, walk your hands up or slide them up, and let's roll on to our back. Taking the arms out at shoulder height, hug the knees into your chest. Inhale and exhale. Allow the legs to turn to fall to one side. If you'd like to, you can place one hand on your legs to encourage them down. Allow spaciousness across your upper back, both shoulder blades contacting. Turn to look out over the opposite arm, lowering your chin towards your shoulder. Perhaps close down your eyes, taking your awareness inwards, softening any part that feels some tightness or holding. If it means that you unravel a little bit, feel free to do that. I'm finding there's some trembling in my legs, so I'm just going to let go here. And with your inhalation, bringing the knees and head to center, and exhale, allow the legs to fall to the other side, perhaps taking the hand to the top leg to encourage the knees down. Turning to look out over the opposite arm, lowering chin to shoulder, allow spaciousness across your upper back. I invite you to close down your eyes. Allow the body to completely relax. If you feel any trembling, holding, tightness, allow the body just to unravel to where it needs to be in this twist. And with your inhalation, let's draw back up. Exhale, releasing the legs along the mat. Take a moment to adjust, checking your spine is long, your neck in line with your spine. Allow some space at your lower back. Relax your arms by your side and turn your palms open. Gently close down your eyes. Release the jaw. Either have your legs outstretched or the knees bent to have all of your back contacting the mat. Relax all of your body. I'll guide you to do this, so let's take our attention to the feet. And take your loving gaze over your toes. Allow spaciousness between the toe joints. Loosen your ankles. Relax the top of your feet and the soles of your feet. Let the feet be heavy and fall outward, away from each other. Feel the sensations of your heels connecting to the earth. Feel the weight of your legs lying on the mat. Take your attention to your calves and your thighs. Allow the muscles to soften and relax. Loosen your knees. Relax the area behind your knees. So from your hips to the soles of your feet, your right and left leg are completely relaxed. Take your attention to your hips and pelvis. Allow evenness on the right side and left side of your pelvis. If you find there is unevenness, then make some adjustments now. Allow your hips to sink down towards the earth. Soften your lower back. Be aware of that natural curve of your spine. Soften your belly. Let go of any holding at your abdomen. Allow the belly to swell with your inhalation and to deflate with your exhalation. Smooth and even, without strain. Be aware of your muscles on either side of your spine. Allow them to soften and relax. Take your attention inside your torso to your vital organs, giving them space, love and gratitude for all that they do. Soften across your chest. Be aware of your arms, allowing them to be heavy. Take your loving gaze down both arms, softening the upper arm muscles and the forearm muscles. Loosening your elbows, your wrists, your fingers. Palms turned open. Be aware of the subtle sensations in the palms of your hands. Letting the arms settle into the floor. Take your attention to your neck and shoulders. Allowing the shoulders to relax away from the ears. Soften all of your neck. If If you discover any tension there, bundle it up with your inhalation. And with your exhalation, release it out down your arms and fingers. Take your attention to your head. Allow all of your facial muscles to relax across your forehead, temples, between the eyebrows, your nose, cheeks, chin, lips, mouth. The tongue heavy, the teeth apart, the lips are just touching or slightly apart. Allow the eyeballs to sink back into your skull. Relax your ears, all the hair follicles on your head. Take your attention into your skull, to your brain. Imagine it were a muscle. Imagine how it would feel to relax it. Giving thanks for your beautiful mind. Allowing it to relax and quiet. So from the crown of your head right down to the soles of your feet, allow your whole body to be completely relaxed and free. Giving your body this time and space to heal and rejuvenate. Be aware of the sensations of your skin, the expansion of the skin with your inhalation. Now everything settles back as a contraction of the skin with your exhalation. Feel free to stay in Shavasana longer, allowing your body time to return to homeostasis, place of neutrality, clean slate. To come out, take 2 deeper breaths. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock from side to side. Roll on to your right side. And when you're ready, make your way up to a comfortable seat.